Can I ask a question for you? I need some
Absolutely.
help. I do a lot of calls where I'm going into a business for the first time, calling small businesses, and I'm walking through the door. I don't know who the owner is. I've never met the owner. They've never met me. And I'm trying to, the goal is to get some time with that owner to talk to them about their business and how we may partner with them and help them. Do you have any guidance on how to do those first face-to-face, walking through the door type introductions?
Absolutely. So I'm going to take a guess. Do you mind if I take a guess of how you're doing it right now?
Okay.
So you walk in, and why wouldn't you do it this way? You're going to walk in and you're going to say, hey, I'm trying to figure out who the owner is. I'd like to have a couple minutes, see if, I can't remember your exact words you used there, see if it might make sense for us to do some business. What do you say right now? Something to that derivation?
I walk in, I basically say, I'm looking for the person that makes the financial decisions for the company.
Okay.
And just wanted to make an introduction. Got some information that I would like to be able to present to them. And I was wondering if they'd be available to come out and just say hi, introduce myself for a minute.
How does that go?
And then from there, I want to follow up. I'll send them an email with the information.
Okay. See how I'm using a sword and shield, guys? By the way, in any meeting, you should always use a sword and shield because things happen in real time. I wasn't even able to write fast enough. You're going to get nuggets of information. If you don't write those down, number one, you're not going to remember them. And then number two, there's not going to be proof that that person said that. Okay? What you said, who was it asking the question? Sorry, I couldn't see on the monitor.
Greg.
Greg. Okay, your words. What you said, Greg. I'm looking for the person. Let's unpack this step by step. I'm looking for the person who makes financial decisions. All right? I get it. Why would you ever ask that? The reason why you would ask that is you need to connect with the person that makes financial decisions. However, there's what we need and there's the real world. Okay? If we could get what we needed by directly asking for what we needed, there would be no wedding ring industry. There would be no nightclub industry. There would be no sports car industry. Because I could go, yo, you look like you're genetically suitable for me to have children with. Let's roll, right? I could skip all the pleasantries and find who I thought was my perfect mate. Unfortunately, in the real world, it doesn't work like that. I have to build commonality. We have to have a conversation. Ideally, maybe we go have some coffee. Then we step it up to a lunch date. I don't know how the kids are doing it these days because it's been forever since I've dated somebody. But when I did date somebody, she didn't even like me for the first year. I had to hang in there, right, and deliver insights to her, deliver offers to her. Hey, you know, I'm not sure if it's for you, but I'm going to this pool party on Friday, and I'd love it if you'd tag along with me, right? I had to make an effort. I knew I loved her the minute I saw her. It took me like almost a year to finally get a date with her. When we say things like, I'm looking for the person who makes the financial decisions, that is a lose, 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 lose statement to make. And here's why. If you are not the person that makes the financial decisions, how do you feel when somebody says, I'm looking for the person who makes financial decisions? How does that make you feel?
Well, if you're a person at the cash register or behind the desk, I don't know that you know, they're probably saying, we don't want to talk to you anyway. You need to talk to this person, the financial guy.
Here's what I'm going to tell you what they think. This person thinks he's above me. This person thinks I'm beneath them. They just think that, right? You're brushing them off. Okay? Here's the other thing. Now, a person that works behind a cash register might not think this, but you'd be surprised at how many of them do. They're going to lie to you. If they're not the person that makes financial decisions, you'll be surprised at how many times somebody will go, oh, well, you know, I'm assistant manager here. Why don't you just talk to me? You ever run into that? I'm the assistant manager here. I've been here for 20 years. What you got? What's going on?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they want to feel important. Because they're human beings. So they lie to you and tell you they're at a status that's higher than they really are. Now, here's the weird thing. For the actual business owner that makes decisions, guess what they also do? They also lie to you when they hear a statement like that, but they lie in the other direction. Does anyone else can support me on this? You've seen this, or perhaps you've done this on your own. Somebody walks into my business and says, hey, I'm looking for the person that makes financial decisions. Oh, that ain't me. You're going to need to talk. I had this policy. I haven't gone to trade shows in a long time, but when we were at trade shows, I always had a policy, because there's people that reverse trade show you, right? You're spending $33,000 to be there on a booth, and there's these people that come to booth to booth to booth trying to sell you stuff. And I got $33K invested in the booth. Somebody comes in and goes, hey, I'm looking for the person in charge that makes financial decisions. I would always say, it's Gloria P. There's no Gloria P. Oh, it's Gloria P. Oh, where's Gloria P? She's around. You see her. She's in a purple. You can't miss her. Purple dress. She's running around in the hallways. You'll probably see her out there. Oh, okay, well, my name's Mark. When she's back, here's my mobile number. Can you ever text me? I can run back into the booth. Absolutely. See you later, Mark. Bye. Right? And I was the person that made financial decisions. But when I hear something like that, there's too much pressure on that statement. Okay? So we'll have to play around with this a little bit, but what I'd rather have you doing, rather than walking in and saying, hey, I'm looking for the person that makes financial decisions, remind me what it is that you do, just high level. How would you be able to help them?
We sell supplemental insurance. And the crazy thing about that is there's no cost to the business, and it's 100% of the business should want to talk to a company that sells supplemental insurance, because the employees pay for it, the employees want it, but it has to go through the company so that the employees can get a significant discount for the products that they're buying. Mm-hmm. But it's up to that owner to say, yeah, come in and you can talk to our employees about this.
Mm-hmm. How many times have you been into these businesses? Is it your first time?
We're just starting.
Okay. So we'd have to play around with this a little bit, but here's maybe a better thing. All right. You're dying to tell them everybody needs supplemental insurance and that there's no cost to them. I need you to just leave all that stuff in the car. Okay. Right. And walk in and, hey, man, huge fan. I've been around here a few times. I love you guys have a great staff here. So I'm trying to get a hold of whoever the owner or GM. I've got a few ideas that I would love to get their opinion on. Where should I go for that? Now listen to my tonality. Pay that person in front of me a compliment, because I don't even want to say the name, the ladies with the haircuts that want to see the manager. I want to be the opposite of that, because they get I'm assuming it's retail that you're walking into, they get people all day. I need to talk to the owner. They need to come out from wherever behind they are and talk to me, because I want to see their manager. You need to be the opposite of that. I want you to slow down. Listen to my tonality. Listen. I love you guys. I'm telling you, you guys are amazing. I've been in here a few times. The entire crew is fantastic. I am trying to get in touch with either the owner or GM. I've got an idea that I would absolutely love to get their opinion on. Where should we go for that? Now, here's a little trick here. Notice what I didn't say. Who should I talk to? It's amazing when you just switch who should I talk to about financial decisions to where would I go? When you switch the who to a where, suddenly it's really easy for me to give you the information because I'm not offended. Oh, well, actually, Tommy P., his dad, Tommy Sr. owns the company, but he's never here. The person you need to talk to on that is Tommy P. Hold on, let me see. Hey, Tommy, are you back there? He's not here right now. Let me give you his mobile number. All of a sudden, they're going to want to. So let me repeat it. So, hey, I work with a lot of companies in there. Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys have been doing fantastic. I've been in here a few times. I was trying to get in touch with, I'm not sure the best place to go, but like a GM or something, because I've got a couple ideas that I would love to get their opinion on. Where should I go for that? And you're going to find they're going to be a lot more likely to introduce you to that person. Now, when they do introduce you to that person, I need you to slow down. Again, the supplemental insurance, everybody needs supplemental insurance. It's affordable, it's free, and it will attract great employees. That is all still locked away in the trunk of the car. Here's how that's going to go. Hey, yo, my name's Tommy. What's up? Hey, Tommy. My name's Matt Easton. I work with a lot of the companies around here, and what I was hoping to get your opinion on, one thing that we're seeing, it seems like you've got a great crew here, but it's more challenging than ever before to attract great talent, keep great talent. Have you run into anything in terms of not being able to hire crew here, or unfortunately, make sure you don't say this with anybody around them, look around, right? Some of your rock stars ever leaving, is that something that you guys have been seeing as well? Yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of that. That's interesting that you say that, because I'm working with a lot of the companies here in San Francisco, and most of the time what they're seeing is when they're either not able to attract an employee or they lose an employee, it's not necessarily what that employee was being paid. Today, employees are more savvy and, dare I say, even more demanding than ever before, and they're looking for total compensation, benefits. They're looking at that complete package. I don't know if we'd even be able to help you, but would it make sense? I'd be happy to have my team. I run the company. I'd be happy to have my team look at what you guys are offering right now in your comp packages and see if we can maybe improve on that, or give you some insights there, or possibly in some cases we've been able to see we're able to give them more benefits to attract employees and actually reduce the top line spend that the company would have. Would it make sense? Could I send you over a link so you could take a look at what we're all about? Yeah. Send it over to me. Perfect. And what's a good next step in terms of circling back with you, Tommy? Now I've actually gone a lot further in talking about my product than I would have gotten if I just sold. But notice how I'm leading with an insight. And I just pulled that insight out of thin air. I don't even sell supplemental insurance, but I'm a business owner. They don't care about supplemental insurance. What they care about is keeping employees. What they care about is not losing employees. What they care about is top line revenue, expenses, and bottom line profits. And these are all things that you can help them with. But if you just go in there and say, hey, it's affordable, it doesn't cost anything, everybody loves it, you're no different than a doctor that's like, you've got to try the propofol. Everybody's on the propofol. Sure, it killed Michael Jackson, but that was a one-off thing. Versus, I'm glad you came in. Because I noticed when you came in, your left shoulder was a little bit higher. Have you ever heard that before? Yeah, man, I hear that all the time. A lot of time. Have you ever had neck surgery in the past? I have. What, if you don't mind me asking, what did they work on when you had the neck surgery? C4, C5, they did an expansion there. What did you do in terms of rehab after that? Not a lot. I just got it working and went back. We work with a lot of people that see that exact same thing, is that there's some lingering effects. Even if the surgery was years and years ago, how long ago was your surgery? It was 2015, so that would be 7 years ago. Yeah, that makes perfect sense what I'm seeing. Hey, would it make sense for us to schedule a time where you could come into our training organization? We could do some stuff and just see if maybe we can correct that for you. I want you to lead with an insight. Here's the cool thing about your business. It's the same damn insight. You're not having to, I'm having to come up with an insight for you, and I'm having to come up with an insight for John, and I'm having to come up with an insight for Corey. My world's tough, right? You just got to come up with insights around supplemental insurance. Think of yourself from this moment on right now as the whatever news network of supplemental insurance. And you got to come up with new stories. And the story cannot be, it's almost free, everybody's going to love it. Great, we ran that story. What's a new story that we can relate to our channel? Make sense?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
So play around with that a little bit. you guys have been great. I come in here all the time. I work with a lot of shipping companies. I gotta say, your crew here is outstanding. You know, I've got an idea that I would love to get in touch with either your owner or general manager and love to tell them how great you guys are doing. Where would I go to share some of those thoughts? The world of sales has completely changed. Today's customer has access to more information. Today's customer has more choices. The business world needs you. Studies have shown that 84% of salespeople fail to achieve their goals. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of selling in a way that's meaningful to you and your customers and get you 7 times more business. I'll show you how the perfect sales process works. I'm gonna walk you through everything from prospecting to closing the deal. I'm gonna show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so you can build value in your solutions. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm gonna show you how to connect with your customer so it's easy for them to buy from you. I've taught the best companies in the world and thousands of people just like you how to hit their targets. Selling is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm gonna show you how to be number one. All of a sudden, your career, it's gonna make perfect sense, even if you've never worked in sales or the corporate world before. And for the advanced sales professionals, I'm gonna show you how to take things to the next level. Easton University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective in any industry, large or small. You are about to become a certified master sales consultant. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Easton University.